What's your story? What's your sign? It's like we're twin flames in a different life. Deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers. Don't care what other people say. We live it like this could be our final day. We're dreamers. Don't care what the others say. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive. We come alive. We come alive. What's your weakness? What's your type? Somehow I wanna know all about you. Deep connection lights a spark. You already know me when we dance in the dark. We're dreamers. We're living. We're dreamers. We're doing this in our way. We come alive in the nighttime. It's something about how we dance in the moonlight. That look in your eyes, it tells me that you want me and all my loving. We come alive in the nighttime. You and I, we come alive.
Hey everybody, how's it going? We're back for another stream today. Thank you, Beth, for the comments, for I'm able to pin. I appreciate you so much. Hi, Sam. Hi, Beth. Hello, Dylan. Welcome to stream. Alright, without further ado, let me unmute my desktop so I don't forget to do that for like the millionth time. Let's hop right into it, shall we? It's gonna be a chill day. I don't know what to expect. It's definitely an improv day because I'm just gonna be doing whatever, and whatever it fancies me, I'm just gonna start doing it. So if I'm alone and there's not really much for me to do, I'll probably just chill with you guys out of character for a little bit. If there are people around, then we are going to be in character most of the time, as per usual. So sit back, relax, enjoy, and I hope you all had a lovely day. And if your day wasn't so hot, then I hope this stream helps you relax a little. Alright, let's switch on over. Minecraft, thank you. Oh, the lag every time. Okay, now to wait for my stream delay to catch up so I can tell that I'm in the game. Come on. Come on, stream, you got this. There we go, okay. Alright, volume's good, okay. I suppose I can get rid of this now. There we are. That should be mostly everything. Alright. Time to go put it in the storage room. Need to return that backpack to Professor Cribden. Alright. dried? Yep. I will need more. Could plant some of these. Let's see. Perhaps maybe I shall bake some cakes today, after a walk around the castle and exercising my horses. Here we are. Alright. That's enough of that. There we are. Alright. And hibiscus. Oh. I do wonder where everybody is today. Perhaps sleeping or resting or studying. One of the above. Alright. Let's see. Did I not pick up any green tea leaves? Oh no, I did. They just went over there. I was about to say, I could have sworn I picked some up. Alright, there we are. I will need to make a bigger farm for everything. Let me think. I should deliver this backpack first. I suppose I can make, let's see, I believe she will appreciate a cup of lavender tea. Possibly? I need to start keeping track of what I've made her. But I am low on glass bottles, I believe. I'll have to go make more. I suppose those will go there. I need a couple more to make some bottles. And then I shall deliver this backpack over to Professor Charybdin's office and take Hooter on a flight. No. Am I forgetting how to make a bottle? There we are. I shall come back when it's more smelted. How's my kettle and water? Quite fine. I could use some more glaze powder, unfortunately. There we are. What other teas shall I make? I do wonder. Perhaps rooibos and herba. Let me see. I need sugar for this as well. And for the rooibos, just the tea leaf will do. Here we are. Will that be enough? Yes, it appears it shall. And then the last bergamot. Though I should save up a little bit and make a cup of hibiscus. I believe I'll need sugar for that. Welcome to stream, my little sea snakes. Hello, the strange one. Welcome. It is still currently Monday, but it is going good. That is wonderful. I am so glad. I do hope you will have a wonderful rest of your day, and you enjoy the activities that are going to be done today, whatever that may be. Alright, plenty of bottles. Oh dear. There we are. Alright. Let me see how close the cup is to being done. Perfect. And now will that be enough firepower? Perhaps I would need more. Well, that was my last piece of firepower for the kettle, so I will not be able to brew any more tea for a while until I receive more. Most unfortunate. There we are. Let me see. Perhaps I should also try to make a cup of green tea as well, and black tea while I'm at it. If I have enough. Perfect. Now hibiscus. I believe I might need sugar for black tea. Yes, I'll have to go get more sugarcane. Alright. And I need more sugar. I'm so sorry, SMP 74. I do hope you get better soon. It saddens me when one of you is not feeling well. I do hope it is not for long and you are able to feel better once again soon. Is this done? Yes. Green tea. Now, finally, some black tea. There we are. Perfect. Perhaps I can make some coffee as well, quickly. It's simple, really. No, I'm not a fan of coffee. There we are. I'll make one more thing of it. I'm so glad you are enjoying the princess streams. Thank you so much for watching. And I look forward to hearing all of your theories and opinions later at time. There we are. And hopefully... Yes, perfect, it is enough. Oh dear. Well, this is a predicament, I will say. Are you stuck? Oh. Oh dear, that startled me. That was most shocking that happened. Alright. Right. How much do I have currently? Alas, only 6, and 1 giant tea leaf. Well, that will have to wait, I suppose. Elowen does take quite a considerably long time to make. Alright, now that that is dealt with, there you are, Hooter. Follow me. Ah, lovely, it is raining again. I have Della's backpack. I should be on my way, and then after that we can go visit the stables. Appears I will have to stop by the farm soon. I'll need to grab another bucket of milk if I need to bake anything. Perhaps we'll make a cake day later. Bake a bunch of cakes. What do you think, Hooter? Do you think that would be a splendid idea? I need to do something. Keep my mind occupied, as always. It does help. Probably check the notice board. The only thing so far is the 28th. I do hope, if there's nobody who can make certain classes, I hope they let me know. I can endeavor to take notes for them. It is the least I can do. Don't you think so too, Hooter? Ah, I believe I will sit you down downstairs. Wait here. Hello. I suppose she wouldn't be here right now. Alright. There we are. And I do need to discuss something with the headmaster. I wonder if he's around. Let's be off. Oh. Suppose this way would be more beneficial. Ah, they updated the scores. Come on. Oh, are we heading the right way? I believe it is this way. Did I receive any? Alas, no. The headmaster must be busy then. Were these flowers here before? Oh dear goodness. By the servant. course wasn't updated yet. I hope they wouldn't mind me to tweak it a little. Alright. Come here, Hoosier. You wait right there. And come along, Snowdrop. Let's get you some exercise. Perhaps I will tweak that jump just a little. Oh dear. Maybe this one as well. It is possible, just... At least right there. I'll put it back before I leave. Apologies, I just saw this. If you give me 10 or so minutes, I shall be available. Alright. Even with the... Come on, Snowdrop, you got this. If we can make it over that jump, you can make it over this one. Brilliant. I knew you could do it. Perfect. I think I'm getting rather good at that jump. Or maybe not. There we are. One more try. You've got this, Snowdrop. I believe in you. Come on. You got this. I know it's hard. Come on. We've done it before. We can do it again. There we are. That is an extremely hard jump. Especially for you, my dear Snowdrop. Alright, let's get you back in your stall. Pardon me. And Patches, instead of doing some jumps with you, we are simply going to ride around the ring. Just to get you some exercise. There we are. Good girl. Now I know you can go faster than that. Come on, show me what you've got. You might not be the fastest of them all, but you can certainly make me still feel excitement when I'm riding you. The wind in my hair. Greetings, hello. Real quick character break. Hi, Pinky, hello, how are you doing? I hope you're doing good, guys. It's Pinky. Say hi to Pinky, they're a fellow PSMP member. Link in the description down below. Hi, Pinky, you're awesome. Okay, back in character. let's get you back to the stables. Oh. You're a little bit cold, aren't you? Perhaps you can spend the night, so drop in here for a little bit. There you both are. To keep each other company. Alright, Hooter. Let us be off. Steps there. Perhaps we can go this way. You are quite adorable. I hope the exercise is doing you some good getting to fly around. I know it's probably cramped in our dorm. It's best for you to stretch your wings a little. Ah, I just remembered. Let's head to the farm. I need to go grab a bucket of milk. One moment. It's a lovely night. Hi, Pinky. Hello, hello, hello. How you doing? Quick immersion break. Hello. Again, guys, go follow Pinky on Twitch. Their link should be in the description down below. Are you keeping up, Hooter? Yes, you are. Wonderful. Indeed, you do have a wrench. The power of the wrench. Oh, not much. Love you too. Forgive me, I have to keep up the voice so in case I don't lose it, but I am addressing all of the sea snakes in chat right now. Oh, thank you. That's so kind of you. You are amazing. You're more amazing than me. I don't know what you mean. We are currently on our way to the farm to go grab a bucket of milk. I am one bucket short. I should probably make a third since I plan on baking some cakes today. Might need to make double trips down here. A little bit tired as well, but that is alright. I still don't know whose spot that is. I agree with Sam, they are not lies. You are amazing. Nope. Wait, Hooter. Oh dear. You stay out here, darling. Hooter. Hooter. There you are. Alright. A bucket of milk. Perfect. Do we have any new crops, or is it the same as always? I do wish for more lettuce instead of just cabbage. It doesn't appear so. Ah. Why, thank you. Hooter does have a great name. Follow me. I am taking Hooter out to stretch his wings. I'm so curious. I don't just want to go around randomly asking everybody if they have a spot by the farm. But that rock near the picnic blanket looks so inviting. No, no, no. I should never not to go near it until I know whose it is. And now for the long trip back up the mountain. Alas, if only there was an easier way to get up here. Oh. I am planning on making a bunch of cakes later, potentially, though I just simply like having milk on me. Alright, time to head to the main courtyard. Come on along, Hooter. Greetings, Headmaster.
Greetings. Hello, Hooter.
This is Hooter.
It's a very nice owl.
Thank you. I am taking him around to stretch his wings.
I see. But yes, I do not know if this will work entirely for a tea room. But I saw it and I thought it was a nice location and it's quite close to the courtyard, so in here, there's obviously already a nice little seating area. And it has space where you can add some more things, a cozy location perhaps for anything.
Ah, yes, this would do nicely. Am I welcome to renovate it just a little?
I will have to double check with the others, but I can let you know.
Right. Just simply asking permission to at least provide maybe a stove and a couple of ingredients to make tea at.
Mhm.
But thank you, this would do nicely actually.
Of course. And if you come upstairs as well, if you wish to use it for the club at any point. There is this nice little outdoor area as well. Very, very nice view, so.
Indeed. It is quite lovely. Thank you. I much appreciate
Of course. I apologize it took so long. I've been rather busy recently.
it. That is understandable. But I will endeavor to get started on it once I have permission to add in some supplies and the likes.
Of course. I shall let you know when I hear back.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Do you like it up there? Very
I
impressive.
think that's a yes.
He's very much a show-off. Mm-hmm. It's very, very good. You're very impressive. Mm-hmm. Well, thank you so much, Headmaster. I shan't keep you for long.
That is no problem. I shall send you a missive when I know.
Hooter, come on. Oh, dear Lord. By the world, Snake, come along, Hooter. Well, now I know we have a spot now. Plenty of tea. This is wonderful. Well, I suppose we can head back down to the dorms now, Hooter. And perhaps begin starting maybe bake some cake. I will admit, I should update my mob studies books. They will probably not be graded well. I did not put in a lot of information, for I've been rather busy. I will have to take a day to work on it. Perhaps we should stop in the library, see if there's any new additions to the collection of books in there. Perhaps? Let me see. Is there anything on the first floor? Oh, there is. Do be careful around here, Hooter. I do not wish for you to get burned by the fireplaces. Actually, wait here. Ah. Some old... Perhaps I shall read a little bit by the fire. Might be nice. Come here. Or maybe we shall go upstairs. Siren Song, penned by Natalia Waverin. The sea. The sea had a voice that night. It whispered over the waves, curling around the hull of the Hollowware. Like a living thing, Captain Arendor gripped the wheel, squinting into the silver mist. Somewhere, deep in the fog, a melody rose, a voice both sweet and terrible, as if the ocean itself were singing. "Steady, lads," he muttered, though his own pulse thumped in rhythm with the haunting tune. The sailors stiffened. One by one they rubbed their ears, shaking their heads, but the melody wrapped tighter around their minds. Memories long buried surfaced. A mother's lullaby, a lost love's laughter, a childhood promise whispered beneath the stars. The song reached into their hearts and refused to let go. Then she appeared. Her hair flowed like molten silver, her eyes as deep and shifting as the tide. She stepped upon the water as if it were solid, and her lips moved without sound. Yet her song poured into their souls. Captain Arendor felt his resolve shatter. He wanted to leap into the sea, to follow that voice, to surrender to the waves, but a flicker of reason fought back. He shoved wax into his ears. The sailors followed, clumsily, but his own heart ached at the barrier. "Why do you sing?" he whispered, though he knew the answer was not for him to understand. The siren tilted her head, eyes glimmering like moonlight on steel. In that moment, the sea calmed and glimpsed her truth, centuries of longing, of loneliness, of devotion to a song that demanded sacrifice. He was not evil, not entirely, only bound to a duty older than the ocean itself. They should have sailed on, far from the coast, yet the sea seemed to have no end. On the second night, the fog returned, thick and oppressive. The melody found them again, weaving through the rigging, humming inside their skulls. This time, more than one siren appeared. Their forms shimmered in the moonlight, tall, willowy, their hair like liquid silver, their eyes reflecting everything the sailors had ever feared and desired. Aboard the Hollowmere, whispers broke out, visions of lost treasures, promises of glory, calls of home. Crewmen ran to the edge of the deck, arms outstretched, trying to leap into the illusion of paradise. Arendor, his mind straining against the pull, saw one sailor vanish into the waves, leaving nothing but a ripple and a faint echo of laughter. He realized then the true danger of their song. It was not merely temptation, it was revelation. The sirens stripped a man bare, showing him everything he most longed for and everything he had lost. By dawn, the sailors were exhausted, bodies shaking, eyes hollow. Captain Arendor had only a faint sense of relief, for the sirens' departure left a void that was almost worse than their presence. He took the ship closer to a jagged coastline, rumored to hide a sunken city. He had heard the tales of an ancient kingdom swallowed by the sea, its treasures and secrets left to the currents. Perhaps, he thought, understanding the sirens might require stepping closer to their world. The night in a moonless sky, he dove from the deck, letting the waves swallow him. The cold bit at his skin, the pressure of the depths pressing down. And there, in a cabin, beneath the waves, he found them. The sirens circled him, their song now silent, but present in every heartbeat. "You see," one said, not with lips, but with thought, a melody threading directly into his mind. "We are bound by the tides, by memory, by longing. We take only what the ocean allows, and what men give freely when they cannot resist their own desires." Arendor realized the truth. The sirens were not monsters to be slain or avoided. They were keepers of the sea's memory, guardians of loss and longing, creatures whose song reminded the living of what they had forgotten or feared to face. When he returned to the Hollowmere, dawn breaking across silver waves, the crew looked at him with haunted eyes. None spoke of what they had heard or seen, and yet in their hearts each carried a fragment of the song, a memory of beauty, of longing, of surrender, and survival. Captain Arendor held the wheel and whispered a promise to the waves, to sail with caution, to to respect the call of the sea, and never to forget the song of the silver tide. And though he had resisted the song, he carried it with him forever, echoing in the chambers of his heart, a haunting melody that would never fade. My goodness. That took quite a bit out of me. But there are more books I wish to read. Let me see. Siren Song, Forget Me, Title Treasures. Let's take these two and give them a go. Title Treasures, penned by Perseris Riptide. The storm had been relentless, a dark choir of wind and rain, tearing at the edges of the world. High atop the jagged cliffs where the ocean shattered against the stone, a lone figure waited, pale as moonlight with eyes that seemed to drink the shadows themselves. The vampire watched the waves thrash below, as if listening for secrets carried in their roar. The sea answered from the depths. A massive shape rose, scales glinting like shards of obsidian and sapphire. Tentacles coiled around jagged rocks, each movement deliberate, intelligent. The creature's eyes, deep and endless as the abyss, fixed on the figure above. "You're late," the vampire called, voice slicing through the storm. The sea monster's mouth opened, and a roll rumble emerged, more thought than sound. The currents were unpredictable, it said, water dripping from its maw. "Do you have the map?" The vampire's hand brushed the worn leather, etched with glyphs that no humans had spoken for centuries. "I do, and it will lead us to the world serpent's hoard." A shiver passed through the waves, as if the ocean itself had heard the name. The sea monster thrashed, stirring a maelstrom that made even the vampire's cloak snap violently against the wind. "Do you know what you ask of me, creature of night?" "I do," the vampire said, though a shadow flickered across the sharpness of his features, "and I know what I am willing to risk." For a long moment the wind and rain held their breath. Then, with a force that split the ocean into white foam and shadow, the sea monster plunged forward, dragging the vampire to the edge of the abyss, where the first clue of the serpent's treasure waited. Lost in sunken ruins that had swallowed kingdoms and gods alike, and so began a journey no mortal hand could survive. The vampire clung to the sea monster's slick, scaled back as it propelled them through the storm-lashed waves. Lightning tore across the Quick break from immersion, guys. I'm so sorry. But, I have a sign on my door that says knock, then barge in. And it's being taken quite literally. And at this point, maybe I should say knock, wait for a response, then barge in. 'Cause my word. Alright, anyways. The vampire clung to the sea monster's slick-scaled back as it propelled them through the storm, lashed waves. Lightning tore across the sky, illuminating a broken city beneath the water. A skeletal ruin of towers, archways, and sunken plazas, all swallowed by the sea. "This is it," the vampire murmured, eyes scanning the abyss. "The serpent's temple." The sea monster growled, low and rumbling, and for a moment the water around them thickened, currents tangling like living ropes. "Many who enter here never leave. Traps, spirits, and worse. Do not underestimate them." The vampire smirked, a thin crescent of fang flashing. "Worse than me?" "Perhaps," the creature said, eyes narrowing, "but you will see soon enough." They descended into the ruin. The water grew colder, darker. Statues of serpents, enormous and coiled, loomed from the floor and walls, their stone eyes seeming to follow the intruders. The vampire's senses tingled, prey, predator, and death, all woven into the same electric hum of the deep. Suddenly, a shadow darted between the columns faster than thought. A lesser sea demon, scales glinting red, teeth like shards of coral. It screeched and lunged. The vampire struck first, claws raking through the creature with unnatural speed, drawing a line of dark ichor in the water. The sea monster wrapped a tentacle around the other side, crushing the demon against the ruined stone. The sound of cracking bones echoed like thunder underwater. "Cooperate, and perhaps we survive," the monster said, releasing the mangled form. The vampire's lips curled in a grim smile. "Cooperate, yes, but survive? That depends on who wants the treasure more." They pressed onward, deeper into the labyrinth city, where the currents twisted unnaturally, whispering in voices almost human. Every turn revealed more remnants of the world serpent's might. Gilded scales embedded in walls, coral-encrusted chests, skeletal remains of creatures far larger than any known to mortal or immortal alike. And somewhere, in the silent heart of this drowned temple, the treasure awaited. But so it seemed did something else, watching, patient, immortal, hungry. The currents grew unnaturally still as they entered the innermost chamber, a vast hall of coral and blackened bone. Light came not from above but from the walls themselves, veins of luminescent algae casting ghostly patterns across the ruins. At the center, a colossal coiled skeleton dominated the room, immense vertebrae forming a spiral staircase that seemed to lead nowhere, yet radiated a palpable power. The vampire's eyes glinted. "So this is what's left of the world serpent." The sea monster growled softly. "Not what's left. It is still here in some form. It tests all who enter. You feel it, don't you?" A sudden ripple ran through the water, and the chamber shifted. Statues of serpents once lifeless slithered along the walls, fangs glinting, eyes hollow yet filled with awareness. Whispers filled the chamber, voices winding around them. Like tendrils. "Why do you enter my domain? Are you worthy? Are you?" The vampire's claws dug into the sea monster's back. "It's probing us, testing our intentions." A massive shadow emerged from the spiral of bones, a shimmering, serpentine form, scales flowing like liquid midnight. The water around them vibrated with its presence, and the whispers coalesced into a single hissing voice. "Who dares disturb the world serpent's hoard?" The sea monster bared its teeth. "We do, and we will survive." The vampire's gaze flicked to the monster, a faint smirk on his lips. "Perhaps, but survival may come at a cost neither of us expects." The creature laughed, a sound that shook the bones around them. "Yes, your greed, your desire. I can see it all. Only one will leave with the treasure. Will it be you, little blood drinker, or the ocean's guardian?" The vampire's eyes narrowed. "Then let it test us." A sudden surge of currents and energy slammed into them, separating vampire from sea monster. The chamber twisted, illusions rising from the serpent's will, visions of endless treasures, endless power, but also horrors unimaginable. Each was forced to confront their deepest desires and fears. In that instant, the fragile trust between them shattered. The sea monster realized the vampire might claim the treasure for himself. The vampire saw the monster as both protector and rival. And all the while the world serpent's eyes, alive in some spectral sense, watched, waiting for the moment when only one would emerge, or none at all. The chamber's currents swirled violently, twisting reality itself. The vampire floated in the water, eyes locked on the spectral coils of the world serpent, which shimmered between life and death, its gaze measuring every heartbeat, every thought. Below him, the sea monster thrashed, muscles rippling as it fought the illusions, the hallucinatory treasures, and the whispering voices. "You're letting it distract you," the vampire hissed. "It wants to see us fight each other. Do you not feel it?" The sea monster's eyes narrowed. "And if I do, you think I would betray you for this?" The vampire's lips curved into a shadow of a smile. "I do not know, and that is the question." A wave of pure power erupted from the serpent's skeletal coils, pushing both to the chamber floor. Treasures, the scales, the gems, the artifacts rose like flotsam circling around them, each shimmering with a seductive brilliance, promising untold power. The vampire reached for a golden amulet pulsating with light. The sea monster lashed out, knocking it aside. "You cannot trust greed here," the monster roared, eyes glowing. "And you cannot trust loyalty." The vampire countered, voice low, almost a growl. This treasure will consume everything. The world serpent's voice thundered through the chamber. Choose one of you shall claim, one shall be lost, or both shall perish. But then in a moment neither had expected. The vampire and sea monster acted together, not out of trust, but instinct. The vampire's fangs struck a glowing cord of magic running through the horde, shattering it while the sea monster smashed the skeletal coils of the chamber floor. Energy exploded, currents reversing, and the illusions collapsed into nothingness. When the water stilled, the treasure remained, scattered fragments, but no longer alive with the serpents depressed. The chamber had changed, stripped of its illusions. The world serpent's lingering presence faded, leaving only the whisper of a warning. Beware the desires you carry, even beyond my realm. The vampire stilled, chest heaving, eyes dark with thought. We survived, he muttered. The sea monster exhaled water in a trembling rush. Yes, but what have we gained? Only fragments, perhaps that is enough. For the first time they regarded each other not as rivals, but as equals, who had survived something greater than themselves. No horde could replace that. No power could measure what they had endured. The vampire inclined his head, a silent acknowledgement. The sea monster's eyes gleamed the faintest trace of respect in their abyssal depth. Then together they left the sunken temple behind, the world outside waiting, storm-lashed and infinite, but theirs to navigate, two immortals bound by choice and survival, not treasure. That was quite a story, wasn't it, Hooter? I do not believe I have the energy or the voice to keep up reading the other book, so I shall come back another day. Alright. Come along, Hooter. Goodness. That did tire me out a little, I'll say. Alright. Come along. Let us go see what cake we can make. Oh, wonderful. It is raining. Greetings. Let's see. What can we do with cake? We can start by making some cake dough. Sugar, milk, egg, flour, wheat, and a stirring pot. Alright. Come on. I should also check on my tea garden at the moment. See if any more grew. along, Hooter. Oh, perfect. Do you know your spot already? Hooter? Hooter? My goodness. Alright. Let's go make that cake batter. Let me see. An egg. Wheat. Sugar. And milk. Perfect. And now strawberry jam, which I will need some jars, which I can easily make downstairs. I believe I might need more jars than this. There we are. That should be plenty. Alright. Now to make some strawberry jam. Strawberry and sugar in a cooking. It is always so finicky with which one it requires. There we are. And I'll need a cake station. Bricks, of course. Alas, I think I'll just head to the culinary room if that were the case. How's my kettle? Oh dear. Ah, here we go. No. Well, there we are. And now I need to head to a cake station. First, sweet berry. Do we have sweet berries? I never really thought about it. Oh, we do. And sugar. Alright. Chocolate. I believe we have cocoa beans. Do only 3 though, I better be careful. Cocoa bean, sugar, milk. But in what? Ah, cooking pot. it does take so long. There we are. Alright. Looks like I'm going to have to go get more milk. Should make chocolate. Chocolate, sugar, and milk. My favorite cake. I don't have a particular favorite since I love most cakes, but I would have to say the strawberry one is quite delicious. There we are. Chocolate. Alright. Hooter, it appears we're going back out again. Come along. We have some people to visit.
Hello, Lady Leviathan.
Greetings, Lady Daphne. Good evening, Professor Crabden.
Yes. Would you like to say it, or shall I?
Say which part?
Well, whichever part is needed to be said at all. You need any comments from me? Okay.
I was given the list that you guys have of items you needed, and I have procured as much as I could. There is a extra blaze powder in there due to the tea. Again, I am sorry for that.
Thank you. This helps us
And
greatly.
I've also included some extra things you guys did not ask for, such as potions, as I know those are very much needed.
Thank you very much, Lady Daphne, for getting us these things and your generosity for the extra gifts as well.
Yes, I would like to. I am aware it may take a while to build relation back up with you, but I do wish that we were able to do that at some point.
I will relay it to the other sea monsters, and I will be sure to include that endeavor as well. We will greatly appreciate this. Thank you very much.
Of course, I hope these can help you.
Indeed.
Any items that were requested and aren't there are not there because I myself removed them from the list due to the challenge of obtaining being too great.
Of course. Understandable.
I wish for that to be clear, that anything lacking is due to my intervention.
Not a problem at all, Professor. I completely understand.
Yes, it seemed as though Silas thought I was able to get netherite. I think nether stars, netherite.
Yes.
I am unfortunately unable to get that.
That is quite an extreme request. I do apologize about that one.
That is alright.
But these are more than plenty, and I'm sure they will be very happy with it. And
I hope so.
since you have extended the olive branch of these extra gifts, if there's anything you would want in return that we are able to get sea-wise, do let us know.
Thank you very much.
Of course. Come on. Let's go, Hooter.
Oh, he's... Goodness, hello.
Yes,
Is this your familiar?
indeed. I recently acquired him. He has been staying outside our dorms the past couple nights, and I found him with an injured wing a couple days ago.
Oh, goodness.
Fixed him up. He's made for
That is good.
a pleasant companion.
Well, I believe myself and Professor Cribden will be going now, unless you needed something else with Lady Leviathan.
No, no. I trust that you can distribute the items.
Of course. And
Fantastic.
yes, I'm just going to head to the culinary room since it has a cake station. So,
Alright.
thank
Well,
you again.
I'll be certain to be seeing you around.
Yes,
Of course, you both have a pleasant day.
you as well.
Come on, Hooter. The generosity throwing in extra items. My. She must really be trying to get back into our good graces. Hooter, are you keeping up? Ah, yes, you are. Let's see, culinary is on the other end of the school. I will say, maybe I will ask Artori and Moira to go a little bit easier on Lady Daphne. But if any other problems occur, the plan shall remain in place. If she ever dares try to sell her products again for such an exuberant amount of price at us, in the expense of someone else, well, any evidence that we managed to collect or find throughout this school year, I'm sure would be lovely headlines for a future paper. Wouldn't you agree? Hooter? But, given her olive branch of sincerity, I suppose I shall refrain from being hostile. It is only fair. There we are. And let me see. Hooter, I'm baking cakes. Do behave. It appears we are going to get more milk now. Alright. I could have sworn I had another bucket. Oh well, time to head to the farm. Come along, Hooter. I should really invest in making a cake station myself. I just will require quite a number of bricks, unfortunately. And I should go try to acquire more sugarcane. It'd be quite beneficial, wouldn't it, Hooter? Such a cozy little reading nook. Should I endeavor to spend more time there? Alas, another long trip down the hill. As always, I do wish I could just jump over the bridge and land in the water. It would be so much faster. I am missing a bucket though. Where on earth did it go? It's probably back at the dorm. You wait here. And suppose I should dispose of this water down here. There we are. And now I have an extra bucket for milk. Alright. Come along, Hooter. Such a long, arduous walk. Are you keeping up, Hooter? Ah, yes. you are. Wonderful. Alright, we are almost back at the dorm. Then we can make more cake. Oh, my tea. That's right. I need to check on it. There you are. Alright. Now to make the chocolate goulash for the top of the chocolate cake. I should have there's my other bucket. Milk, chocolate, sugar. It is in the right order. Oh, it needs a jar, of course. There we are. Wrong pot. There we are. Bundt cake. Apple jam. Interesting. Ah, there we are. And a bundt cake. I believe I should have yeast, actually. I do indeed. Yeast. Sugar and an egg. Do I have any more sugar? Alas, I need more sugar. Actually, I believe I will endeavor to plant this outside. Alright. Oh, dear, what am I doing? Oh my goodness. I am most lost in the matter of... Okay. It is sand I need. Get some sand. Why won't it plant? Is there a reason? I am most confused. Oh, but it will plant here. Strange. Alright. Back to making what I need. So I have sugar, yeast. Ah, I see. Understood. Thank you. I am not much of a gardener. Egg, sugar, and yeast. Alright. I only really know how to plant teas. Other crops are a bit complicated. In a stove. There we are. Goodness, my voice. Nice, quite a... Oh, I see. Alright. It's another cake made. Bundt cake. I have to go make this chocolate cake. How does this one make a strawberry cake in the baking station? I wonder. Well, let's go create this chocolate cake. I have the batter and the chocolate. That is all I really need. Perhaps I'll make one more jar of the other jams real quick. There we are. And then sweet berry jam. You need to put quite a bit back. Let me go put the sand back. There we are. jam. Do we have apples? We do indeed. I will need one more. Nearly there. Perfect. And then finally, apple jam. This will take a minute. Our plethora of animals has definitely increased. I do enjoy cooking, but waiting for it to cook is most difficult. Have we used these at all? No. There we are. Alright, now to head to culinary. I'd rather walk all the way there to use the caking station rather than make my own at this point. Who knows, maybe I'll run into someone. Alright, come along, Hooter. I don't know why, but I prefer when you accompany across school grounds. It's nice to have a companion. Not the goat. Quickly, Hooter. We do not want to be around that mean goat any longer. I remember last time when I was standing on that path, he attempted to headbutt me. Ah, I see. Understood. Thank you so much for letting me know, Gerald. Dro, just forgive me if I mispronounce your name. But thank you for the information. Oh, my little sea snakes, I am not much of a gardener. I do apologize. I can make the food. It is one thing to grow it, unless it is tea, of course. That I endeavor to work with very much. Is there an extra? Don't know why, but that bothers me now. Okay, oh dear. I will pretend it does not exist. I believe that is the best way to go about it. Yes. make some more cake. Alright. So that is another cake down. Though I do wonder, how does one make a cupcake? It is said that it requires the baking station, but I am unsure of what it means. Alas, I am most confused. I will have to endeavor to do more research on that. Right, Hooter? But we do have apple jam, which I do wonder. Alright. Oh. Most interesting. I wonder. Oh, sit down, Ada. I do not wish for your feet to get burnt. That's this. Oh, yeah. Nope. Does it not have the correct stove? Ah, here we are. It's not that. Come here, Hooter. One moment while I quickly do some research. I do wonder. want to thank you for the title of Cake Master. Much appreciated. Aha. I believe I understand now. Alright. There should be... Here it is. Is this the correct knife? No, I need a bread knife, it seems. Alas. I do hope the chef would not mind if did they have a bread knife? They do not. Alas, I will have to head back all the way to make a bread knife. It seems. And I will have to make more strawberry jam. Wonderful. Alright, well. Oh, thank goodness you're following me, Hooter. Back and forth, back and forth. Always back and forth. Perhaps I should endeavor to start running, but that would be quite unladylike of me. Perhaps when I'm on the dorm path I shall run. I honestly could have tried out the regular knife, but I did not want to risk it. I will speed up a little. Alas, another long trip down the pathway. And all for the sake of making cupcakes. Though, once I've made the cupcakes, I do believe I'll endeavor to go to sleep. It has been a long night. Ah, my goodness, I am quite tired. Oh, wonderful. need strawberry. There we are. And the bread knife. 2 iron and a block. Perfect. Now that I have the bread knife. Forgive me, the tide is quite loud at times. Alright. I have all the appropriate jam I need. I do not need this sugar. At least for right now, so I can put it back. This jar can go in this up here. And I should really remember to leave this around so I don't forget to pass it out to everybody. Alright, Hooter, come along. We have some cupcakes to make, and then we are going to go to bed. Come on. There it is. Good job. Alright, let's go. The long way to culinary. Oh, for the cake station. Alright, we've made it. Wait right there. And now. Perfect. Wonderful. And one more. that. I have all the cupcakes. Perfect. Oh, I didn't realize I could make this as well. Chocolate and... Oh, I left my chocolate at home. Oh dear. I didn't realize these tarts were available. This chocolate cake, this chocolate tart. Oh, wonderful. Just use a stove, cooking pot. Oh my. Apple pie. Appears I only need the cake station for this extremely beautiful cake. In that case, we shall endeavor to go get it. If only I knew. Come along now, Hooter. We have things to do. We are very busy after all. Do we have glowberries? I don't remember if we do or not. I do hope we do. Oh dear, not that goat again. Do leave us alone, please. I do hope one of the demons comes and get that goat. It's been quite mean. Perhaps I'll ask one of them. Perhaps... was it Lord Cantorus, I believe it was? Mentioned the goat thing? Perhaps he can take care of it. Come along. Alright, Hooter. Right there. Perfect. Alright. Now to make the rest of these sweets, and then I shall head up and do that cake last. But first things first. Chocolate, sweet dough, yeast. Good thing I have plenty of chocolate. Where did I put it? Chocolate. Sweet dough. sweet dough yeast. Perfect. Alright. Strawberry sweet dough sugar. Strawberry sweet dough and sugar. And apple sweet dough sugar. Perfect. Beautiful. Glowberry. Do we have glowberry? We do. Wonderful. I should make a jar of jam for it real quick. There we are. I need sweet dough again. Let's see, sweet dough, glowberry, sugar. Alright. And finally pudding. Oh my. That's quite a lot of jam. There we are. Glowberry tart. I will endeavor to make all this jam. But alas, looks like I will be needing more sugar. Again. I always seem to run out of sugar. I have made quite a plethora of jam, it seems. Let's see, strawberry jam. I will need this jam, apple jam. And alas, what else? Chocolate. Where did I put the chocolate? Ah, here it is. I need to endeavor to save at least a piece. Did I stick the chocolate somewhere else? Oh, I don't remember. I need to go see if that sugar cane has grown. Alas, if only we had more sugar cane. This is quite frustrating. It grew a little. Well, this is quite frustrating indeed. I wonder, is there any spots with sugar? perhaps borrow? Would be most helpful. Ah, appears somebody's growing potatoes over here. Interesting. Hello, little one. Oh, ow! What on earth? Which drowned is trying to hit me right now? Oh, ew. Honestly. And I don't even receive your trident. Unfortunate. Do forget drowned do not like it when we are out of the water, mistaking us for landfolk. Is there not a single piece of sugarcane for miles? Oh dear. This is most frustrating. And on top of that, we are out of bone meal. Perhaps the farm would have some, but that means I'd have to do a very long walk down to the farm again. Oh, the endeavors to get what I need. And I'll need to make another jar. Oh no, never mind, I have enough. Alright, I suppose it is time to see if the farm has any sugarcane. Though I highly doubt it. Last time I went down there I didn't notice any. And we don't have any bone meal. Would appear not. I have no longer need. I suppose I can go harvest some more of my plants and use the seeds to see if I can create at least more bone meal. What do I need? After all, I need to make 2 more jams, which require 2 more pieces of sugar. So just enough for that. Perhaps I ought to also use some of the tea blossoms. I have quite a numerous amount of them. of course it cannot be bone mealed. Why would it be able to be bone mealed? Of course sugarcane does not work like that. Because it is a stubborn type of plant. And unbearably annoying. Because of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? It just has to be like this. Nothing can make it grow up faster, taller. And I do know a spot to get plenty of sugarcane from, but it is a long, unnecessary place to swim all the way out there just for some. I do say I could check the farm, but I do not believe there is any over there. Let me think. I just need 2 more pieces of jam. I need to go make that cake. So I need 2 pieces of sugar. At least I can create another tea leaf block now. I suppose I wouldn't have to go check down by the farm. It will be another long, exhausting walk. I do have this chocolate. What was required of this cake? Chocolate, and I can go create that real quick on my way. Alright, we'll knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. Not you, Hooter. You're fine. I'm going to leave you here for now. Oh, this struggle. It was never a problem to come across these ingredients back in my own estate. Everything was just in the storage room, and the servants would restock and supply it after I went over the funds. That's all I had to do. Anything wrong, and I would simply deal with it. But now I'm having to go and garden and collect all these myself, which I don't mind doing. I enjoy making tea myself, however, just... Oh dear. Calm down, Leviathan. You are fine. Even though your head is in turmoil, your outer shell must always appear calm. Oh, maybe Marjorie. Pardon me.
I actually have not practiced using my bow yet. Maybe
What
there's
kind of bow do you
something in it.
have?
A mechanical short bow.
Oh, I looked at that one. I thought maybe I would like one of those. Tell me how it goes.
I will.
Pardon me for the interruption. I'm so sorry. Do any of you have sugar on you?
I have probably a couple stacks in our kitchen if you would want to wait here and I can grab you some.
Thank you. That would be most helpful.
How much do you need?
I honestly need, let's see, 2 more pieces to make 2 more types of jam. But if you could get me 15, that would be lovely.
I can do that. I'll be right back.
Thank you so much. Forgive me for interrupting your
Whereabouts
conversation.
would the shooting range be?
In knighthood.
I see.
Do you want me to show you?
If you would not mind.
Which point to stand from? As Marjorie showed me. Show you where to stand and stuff. That you get the range by.
I see. That would be most helpful.
Okay. I'll show you real quick while they wait for Marjorie.
Alright. Lady narrates.
Lady DiMartino?
Here you are.
Thank you so much, Lady Marjorie. I appreciate this greatly.
You're very welcome.
The others went to the shooting range, I believe.
Oh, okay. I will meet them up there. Thank you.
Of course. I need to head to the culinary room. Well, now I know where I can get a surplus supply of sugar if I am ever in need of oh dear. I'm stumbling over my words of how flustered I am of this situation. Come, Leviathan, be calm. You are fine. Perhaps it is because I'm a little bit tired. Alright. I now know where to get a surplus of sugar if I am ever running low on it, and I could just deign to ask Lady Marjorie. And I'm sure she would help greatly. Alright. What was it again? Perfect. Ah. I did not know there was sugarcane near the Demon Dorm, but I'm a little nervous heading over there. I do not want it to seem that as though I am trespassing. Alright. Now to hurry along. Alright. I'm almost back to the dorms, and I believe I have everything I need to make everything I need, which is wonderful. Hello, Hooter. Alright. Sugar, apple, jar, and chocolate. That should be all the jars of jam. Pudding. Does look quite delicious. It does take a rather long time to cook. There we are. And finally, chocolate jam. Oh dear. Sugar and milk. There we are. Apple, chocolate, sweet berry, glowberry, and perfect. Alright. There's cookies as well. How does one make cookies? I didn't realize there were cookies. It appears as though a lot more I would need to make. Can make waffles. Here we are. And then to make this, I need an egg. Alright. Does the order matter? Perhaps it does. Chocolate, strawberry, sweet berry. Oh dear. Hi. Doing something wrong. Do I perhaps need a bowl? Doesn't appear so. Is this in the wrong pot? No, it is supposed to be this one. Pray tell, why is the pudding not cooking? Dear. Of course, there's always complications with cooking, every time. Does it not need the egg? Let me see something. to make this pudding. I see. No wonder. And I need more milk. Time to make another trip down to the farm, I suppose. Oh, this is most unfortunate. If only we had a cow near our dorm, it'd be most helpful. Oh dear, what on earth? I need to... It could theoretically be faster, but also take the exact same amount of time. Come all the way down here for more. When did we get... I'm not going to question. Alright, I have milk now. That should be all I need. I really do hope that goat is taken care of at some point. It is quite rude. I'm definitely very tired. I've been all out of sorts. Once this is done, I will endeavor to go back to bed. As I keep saying, but I will make sure it is so this time. This will be the last thing, and if it doesn't work, I will admit defeat. For now, of course. I should write down in my recipe book the change in it. Hello, Hooter. Alright, I have milk now. Now, egg, jam, milk, bowl. No, it's fine. It's alright. Don't get worked up. It's fine. Where's my book? Which one of these is it? Not this one. Not that one. Here we are. Doing recipe. Egg, milk, jam, bowl. There we are. Finally. That took way too long. Have I made a croissant yet, actually, now that I think about it? Don't believe I have. Yeast, sweet dough, sugar. Yeah. Sweet dough, sugar, egg. Should I write down the list of baked goods I've made? I don't believe I spelled that right, but I honestly can't remember how it's spelled. Oh, all the tarts. Let me see. Chocolate, glowberry, linzer, apple pie. Chocolate, glowberry, linzer, apple pie, tart, tart, tart. Perfect. Well, there is that. So I've made croissants. I made waffles. Alright. Let us see. Milk, sweetbread, sugar. There we are. This will make stuffed cornet. Alright. Where did my other... There it is. Alright. Please tell me this does not require milk. No, it requires chocolate jam. Or any jam, really. Which I have. Dough and sugar. Jam, dough, piece of sugar. Oh. Perfect. This will create jam roll. And last but not least will be the cookies. Only 3 types of cookies. Perfect. And the cookies, I believe I simply have to cut them multiple times. Unless perhaps a rolling pin? I believe we have rolling pins, but I'll endeavor to make one real quick. Slab, okay. I do know I said I would go to bed, but once I have made these cookies, then I shall go to sleep. I will endeavor to do so. It should not be that hard. Alright. I have only 3 cake batter, which is enough left. And the jam I need is strawberry, sweet strawberry jam, and chocolate spread. Which I am low on chocolate. I will leave 1. Right. Sugar, and I need milk. Okay. Alright. We will endeavor to make 2 cookies. Oh, never mind, I have this. Perfect. Never mind. I have been spared. But I need sweet berry and strawberry. There we are. And then strawberry. I do have desires. Perhaps I should make one more batch. And I need milk for it. I guess I'll have to do with the 3 and pray that I do it correctly. I hope I do it correctly. Alright, I have the jam. I have all 3 of the jams, 3 of the cake batters, rolling pin. I don't. Alright, now to go make the cookies. And then, after this, it is off to bed. I mean it this time. I will endeavor to sleep. It is not good for me to be tired the next day. I must be alert. I just wish the culinary class was not all the way across the school. Cookies are complete, and now I shall endeavor to go home. Perhaps I'll have to practice my aim one of these days. thank you. I am quite a master of cooking indeed, aren't I? I do love baking and making tea. I would make more tea, honestly, if I had more plants, and I suppose now I have, thanks to Lady Daphne, I have more blaze powder to make more tea. What wonderful news. Why is that goat always hanging around here? I will never stop complaining about it until something is done about it. It is quite a rude goat, and I normally love animals, but that goat has just been so rude. Hello, Peter. Now to double check everything. Perfect. Book. All cookies. Apparently, I'm missing some bakery goods. Oh, dear. Did not mean to do that. Oh, bread with jam. Do I have any more jam left? I do. Will any jam do? It's in my bag. I believe any jam will do. Ah, perfect. Believe. Ah, wait a minute. The gingerbread. I would need dye for that. I've made most of this. Perhaps I should endeavor to make some sandwiches as well. Do wonder though. I should have enough to make that. Leviathan, you said you would go to bed after you were done making the cookies. Well, technically a gingerbread is a type of cookie, so I am not done making the cookies. Yes, that is my logic. Perfect. Alright. And then, sweet dough. do believe. Yes, I have. I have made all of the bread, have I not? Baker's bread, baguette, toast, braided bread, crusty bread, croissant, bread with jam, and then that. Missing 2 more things apparently. I will have to endeavor to figure it out another day. For I know I've made all of this. It is simply the sandwiches. Perhaps I can make this basket of bread, though. I believe I shall. And I will set it out on the table for anyone to take. There we are. And then let us put some bread in it. What does the bread it need? 3 variety pieces of bread. So 1, 2, and 3. 4 apparently. Baguette and braided bread, it has to be, it seems. Baguette, braided bread, baguette, bun. There we are. Basket of bread. Just put away my utensils. Actually, there we are. And the sugar. Gingerbread. I am really curious. Lettuce, meat, bread. Out of curiosity. Ah, I see. That is not hard to make at all. I can make these real fast. Beet, carrot, lettuce, tomato. Do we have any beets? We do. Beets, carrots, lettuce, tomato, and a piece of meat. and bread. There we are. Alright, well. Now, I believe I can finally go to sleep. Yes, I can go to sleep now. Finally. Well, with that out of the way, perhaps. There we are. Perfect. Now everybody is free to grab a slice for breakfast every morning. And so they won't go hungry anytime soon. And this backpack, I need to endeavor to remember to give it to everyone. Alright. Alright, Tutor, I believe I've outdone myself tonight. I wish you a pleasant night, my dear. Perhaps this was simply a day of just simply keep baking. Well then, have a pleasant night, everyone. Oh my god. I am extremely stubborn. I'm extremely stubborn, if you haven't seen, chat. I'm very, very stubborn. Oh my god, okay, let me put the music back on. There we go. Oh god. Oh my god, you did great, thank you! Feel the grind. Okay. Aye, facts, yeah. What did we... what am I doing? Oh my goodness. So what do we think of today's episode? Pretty chill, huh? I'm thinking I'm probably gonna... Can I? I actually probably can. I'm gonna retitle this. There we go. Stream has been retitled. For very appropriate reasons, I must say. Oh my goodness. Baking! Yes, baking. Just keep baking. So... anyways, I'm going to end my stream real quick, guys. There's not really a lot to talk about right now, and I have work tomorrow, and I'm just overwhelmed right now, so. But thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you go check out the people in the description down below. They're all awesome and amazing. I love you all. Thank you all for watching. There was a lot of viewers today for me doing absolutely nothing but baking goods. I don't know what that says about anything. I don't know if it's entertaining to watch me bake as Levy, but yeah, I am gonna blow. If I don't, I'm just gonna be like chef. It's fine. But thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you all